So I hear they're talking about making ice arenas in the morgues for all the bodies. Why don't they just let me go down there with my beer cans that I can't return and throw them in with them? You know, the alcohol might kill the fucking viruses that are fumigating within them. While they're at it, why don't they just start letting us refill our water in the supermarket again so that we don't have to come back to that place every 3 days because you can only buy 3 gallons of water at a time and witness this sci-fi adventure going on with people in masks walking around. Oh, why don't you just grow a mustache, Aunt Lolita, whoever the hell the Italian woman is? I keep enough nicotine and tar in my mustache to kill anything that's coming at me. It just sticks in there. It's like why it doesn't like smoker lungs. It likes healthy lungs. Why not smoker's lungs? I'm pretty sure that it's because there's a layer of tar living in us at all times, and the virus gets gobbed up in it, and it's stuck in there until it dies. But all the while, it's living with all its buddies in that great domain of tar. Tar Nation. What in Tar Nation? They say that because it can't be a good place to live. It's sitting in that tar and your body can sense it. It's stuck in there, but it's like there's somebody trying to get in. I'm going to get to know them. And, well, you know, you talk about entangling with quantum mechanics, how you got something here and there's another thing way over there, and they have the same information in that instant. It's both places, you know. That's, the human body's got to have something going on with that. And so it reaches out and it says, who the fuck are you? Keep a knocking, but you can't come in. Yeah, and I know you. And it builds antibodies already. So if you're not smoking, you're dying faster. Wow, it all comes around. But the fact is, why don't we just follow the Chinese? They've been ahead of us all this time. Hell, they took over America before we even got here. 13,000 years ago, walked across land bridge. Why do you think how for the Indians is the same as ni hao? It means you well? Are you well? So then the thing is, why not just imagine you're an English teacher in China and you're standing between classes out on the stairwell looking at a smokestack that you've been looking at every time you go out there to smoke. It catches your attention. Right in the next, it's just like smoke constantly glowing, black smoke. And it's like, wow. And then, so you're wondering about that. And then one day you say to one of the other teachers that's out there, one of the Chinese English teachers, what is that chimney? And he says, oh, that's the crematorium. So just imagine that's the idea. There's a crematorium right next to a school. They're way ahead of the curve. They've been burning their bodies for years. Don't put them in an ice arena. Why do you think there's so much religious stuff involving burning of the bodies? The Vikings, they burned them up. Well, if you watch the 13th Warrior, you know that they're filthy bastards and they're probably littered with disease. Burn it. You got these Tibetans or some people out there climbing up a mountain and putting it in a hole, a cave, and then burning it. You know, I figure that's probably why they came up with gunpowder, so they can make dynamite and just pitch it up into the hole after they're done. They want it to be as far away from them as possible. You know, why not do that? I mean, if you were that teacher in China, you'd probably have looked around and, being the kind of guy that enjoys cemeteries, wondered why there weren't cemeteries anywhere. They're just burning them. You know, anything you don't burn, you just throw in a ditch and a stray dog will probably eat it. Maybe a puppy. They made religious stuff out of burning bodies. Why not make survival a religion? You thought I was going to end it there, didn't you? But look at that. Michigan summer. This is a shirt that says it all. Here we are. It's just gray. It was snowing all day. What is this? April 17th? It's my friend Dwayne Smolars' birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Dwayne. I won't have to call your mom to get your number this year. I can just tell you now. And the day after that is my cousin Mark. Mark, keep on trucking. You know, happy birthday. Yeah, he's going to be 49. That's 7 sevens. That's a big deal. Maybe he's turning 50. I don't know. 50 cal. Colt 45. But it's very much the same day that I was in Gaylord the one day, Alpenfest, and I was sitting in Mary's Tavern, and I went up there for Alpenfest, which is generally the third Saturday of July, the week leading up to it. They close down M32 and screw up traffic all over northern Michigan and bring in carnies to climb light poles to get a glass while the other one's throwing rocks at them. That's the stuff that goes on in the third week of July, Alpenfest. And you go up there and you think, well, it's the middle of July. So I'm sitting in a damn tank top in Mary's Tavern. It's 53 degrees and just miserable, raining and sucking the heat right out of you. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm freezing. And I walked out onto the Alpenstrasse where they still had the tents all down Main Street. And I said, I gotta find a shirt. And I walked into Casey, Team Wastoid, and his wife, I can never remember her last name, Bazinski. Well, I got that one. Fact is, I can never remember her first name, and I can guarantee you I'm not going to remember it. I tell her every time I forgot. I don't know why. Beautiful girl. But I ran into them, and they're in a tent, and they make shirts. I'm not even advertising. I said, I need a shirt. And there was this long sleeve shirt, and it says Michigan Summer. It's a great shirt. It's one of my favorites. And they make t-shirts. I don't know what their company is or anything. Look it up. It's Casey from Gaylord and the Bazinski girl. They do corn against my cousin Bernie. And I probably shouldn't have brought all this up. I think there's some sort of feud that goes on. I like corn. So they sold me this shirt at a very good price. And this is 1976 license plate from Michigan. And Michigan summer. Freezing your ass off. It snowed once in July. Don't take them to a hockey game. Take them to Evel Knievel.